Good to meet you. How's it going with us? Fabulous. How's it going with you?
Less than 100. I was sitting there watching the unit.
That's why we're here. Love to tell people, get out a little bit. Love to tell people you're in double digits.
I know. Oh man, it feels good.
It does. Awesome. Good deal. You had a great last day. I posted this morning. You were huge mileage. Apparently, you want to get done.
Yeah, I woke up in whatever that college town is. It's in
Charlottesville.
Before that one actually, like Talcor or something. Or 375 for the finish.
Radford?
Yeah, Radford. So I woke up in Radford yesterday, hit the road at 6 a.m. The plan is just to power on. So,
funny thing about that monument, huh?
I know.
Just pulling everybody in.
Yeah, it's
at this stage, I think everybody just wants it to be done.
Yeah, I just want to jump in that water that's behind the monument. I'm really excited for that.
Well, you have to go uphill to go to the monument and then downhill to hit the water of the York River.
That's fine.
That's okay, you'll do it. So I don't know much about you either, by the way. You're also one of those, someone with your name did some Cat 4 or 5 racing in the past. Don't know whether that was you.
Yeah, it's probably me.
You know, and I know 10 years ago you did Northern Tier.
Yep.
A little different to be a tourist, bike tourist, and to be a racer, huh? Tell me about that.
Yeah, the 10 years ago, I kind of just did my own path. Like I did the Northern Tier, but I wasn't following like any sort of guidebook or anything. And yeah, so I did like the little 500 at IU. If you ever heard of that? So
Isn't that in a movie?
Yeah, Breaking
Isn't that
Away.
Breaking Away?
Yeah.
When I actually saw that online, I said, I think I know that.
Yep. So I was just in really good shape, and it was the summer to my junior and senior year, and so I just took off. Did the whole trip on $230. That's what I'm most proud of.
Oh wow. Is this trip a little bit more expensive?
Yeah, but now I'm an adult. I have a job, so I was able to splurge a little bit. So yeah, I still did a lot of camping, a lot of post office this time. I think I did 3 or 4 hotels, so a lot of just really post office, especially in the mountains. It's so nice to be able to go into a warm building. Those things are really nice. So
I think it's part of the trip, part of the race as well too. Bushwhack it.
Exactly. It's kind of the nostalgia. So.
And how did you get to Trans Am bike race? How did you get from that type of cycling to ultra distance bike packing?
Yeah. So like when I did my trip the last time, I knew I kind of wanted to race eventually. 10 years ago, and then I didn't know about the original, the 2014, like the first Trans Am. Otherwise, I would have signed up for it, and then, you know, life just gets going, and then, so the plan, like, right as I watched Inspired to Ride, I'm like, I'm doing this, and that was 9 years ago. So I got a couple kids, and I'm married, and it was just a long road to be able to get the free time, so, yeah, now we've
very cool.
done it.
Are anyone going to be meeting you at the finish line family-wise?
I don't think so, no.
Well, you've got a big group of Monument Angels who will be cheering you on to the finish. I presume at this stage your plan is just to ride it on through.
Ride it on through. Unless I see a tornado, I'm not stopping. So
it is supposed to be some pretty bad weather this afternoon.
I know. That's why I'm trying to just power through.
But we won't keep you too long then as well too.
But they specifically said low risk for tornadoes, but still like could be wind, hail, you know, that kind of nasty risk.
I've already been hailed on and snowed on 3 times, so a little more hail.
How has the weather been for you in Virginia?
Not bad.
You didn't get
massive downpour yesterday, right before Vesuvius. Like just, I mean, it was like I was in a swimming pool. But the temperature, so like the rain hasn't been as bad here and in Kentucky because it's been so hot that it feels kind of good. The rain was really a problem at elevation. You know, you'd get wet clothes and then the sun would go down and you'd just be miserable.
So you brought up Vesuvius, gotta ask, how was it?
Not bad. Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful up there. My like GPS stopped working for elevation, so that's how I track like how far up a climb I am, and it just kept, I was like, man, this climb is forever, and then so I was surprised when I got to the top, so that was actually a pleasant surprise.
That's a really nice stretch though, isn't it? The Blue Ridge Parkway, that after you do Vesuvius until you get to the Popcorn Place and shoot on down to Afton.
Yeah, no, it was so beautiful up there. I think I was up there around like 7 o'clock, so the sun was kind of setting, and yeah, I mean, it was like tempting to just stay up there and watch it set, but obviously with this, you just got to keep going. So, no, it's cool. Virginia's been beautiful. Like, probably one of my favorite states. I'd give it a top 3, so.
Nice to hear. And your least favorite state then?
Wyoming.
And why?
No hesitation. I hate Wyoming because it's so desolate, and it's like 100 degrees during the day, 30 degrees as soon as the sun goes down, and like I just kept getting caught in storms, and there's nowhere for protection. Like if you get caught in a thunderstorm here, like you go climb under that tree or go to that house. Wyoming would literally be hundreds of miles with not a single tree, not a single bush, like just nothing. I think it's like our Siberia. I really do. Like
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, no, I really am not a fan of Wyoming. I'm sure like visiting with a car, it's probably a great place, but on a bicycle, it was unrelenting. So.
Did you have any problem at elevation? Because there's about 1,000 miles where you're 5,000 feet or more.
No, I mean I felt kind of weak and stuff, but it was mainly just the getting rained on, and then the sun goes down, and you're just frigidly cold, and the length of haul between services there. I mean, it would be nothing to have like 60 miles between.
And you're traveling light.
Yeah, pretty light. So, yeah, it just seemed like Wyoming was the worst. And then the Colorado, it was still really cold, but again, you get more into that population density, and it just makes it so much easier knowing that, okay, in 12 miles there's a post office versus 62. So yeah, and then it's, you know, Kansas kind of felt the same way, especially western Kansas, just very like monocrop agriculture, like big Monsanto farms that go on forever. So you get that vulnerability again where it's like, because there's a lot of storms in Kansas. So it's like, you know, there's just cornfields forever. And then you get to eastern Kansas and it's more smaller farms and there's barns and there's tractors. So I think it's the one thing I didn't really think about going into this, but I like being around people. I feel a lot safer at night knowing that I'm not in the middle of nowhere. So.
Did you ride pretty much solo a lot of the race? Because sometimes you end up doing this game with people.
Yeah,
you
so,
see the same people the whole
yeah,
way.
me, Andrew, and Pierre kind of like...
Yeah, Andrew is really excited to see you.
Yeah, the three of us had the same pace for about 4 or 5 days in a row. Like we split a couple hotels, and then we just kind of like separated. Me and Pierre actually got hailed on in Wyoming, and then Andrew was just like 8 miles ahead of us at the time we got hailed on, but then that just like slowly stretched out, and I mean it's just the way it goes. But yeah, I'm excited to see them as well.
You had a great race, by the way.
I'm happy.
7th place.
Yep.
First ultra long distance.
Yeah,
race.
Yeah. My original goal was under 20, and then it was like I was supposed to work today, so it was like get back in time for work, which that didn't happen. So.
Hopefully you still have the job.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I still haven't really heard back, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you got to finish this when you get this close. So
Awesome.
I think I'm pretty close to my goal. You know,
that's awesome.
I'm happy with it. So.
Yeah. Let us get you some food and get you back on the road.
Nice.
Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.